What's up, everyone? I thought I'd do a live video. This is going to be on graveyard dirt. And it's not so much graveyard dirt as, okay, an ex-lover of mine committed suicide. In 2014, and I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but I went to the spot where he committed suicide, and I collected the dirt from that spot. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare it and some things as to what to do with it. I've yet to consecrate it, but I think it's fine. I mean, I was kind of close to this guy, so I'll show you how I have it set up and what I do to prepare it. Right here, I've been drying it out, as you can see. It's just regular dirt, but this is the dirt the spot where he committed suicide, and I'm going to, like you see, it says do not touch grave dirt. So I'm going to show you guys like a quick video on how I do that. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can spit this out. Alright, so here's the grave dirt. What you're gonna need is you're going to need a sieve, alright, and you're gonna need a plastic bag because you want to separate the fine dirt from the coarse dirt, and I'll show you what to do with the coarse dirt. The fine dirt, I'll explain to you, but let's get this video on the web. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. Alright, so you want to sift it through. There's going to be chunks in it and other debris. But you really want that fine dirt. And in the fine dirt, you're going to be using it for things like spell work, you could use it in incense, you can use it in potions, you can use it in anything you want. Pretty much, once you consecrate it, it should be fine for use. I've had it for a while, so I think he's been with me while I had it. So I'm trying to get as much of the fine dirt passed through. Doesn't seem to be a lot of fine dirt in here. Wow, I really poked myself on this, but what I primarily use it, I don't make potions yet. Kind of iffy on potion making. Although I have a lot of herbs, I'm not one to make potions. I'm not very sure how to make a potion. Therefore, now there's going to be a lot of heavy debris. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to break this down. The fees for necromancy communication say, since I was close to this person, and unfortunately they committed suicide, which I thought was a very stupid idea. Do not commit suicide, because it doesn't do anything to benefit your circumstances in the afterlife. Sorry, I'm not pressed to the T right now, but that has a lot to do with I'm working with dirt right now, so the problem with working with dirt is it's hard to get that finer stuff to be sieved. People want that fine stuff so that you can use it in a potion or little bags. But there seems to be a lot of harder debris in this. Trying to break it down. Okay, I think that's going to be about as good as it. I'll show you what the thicker debris looks like. You see how thick that stuff is. I'm going to see if I can sieve this through. I might do this again. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. I wish there was some finer material coming through, but there doesn't seem to be. As you can see, there's pieces of grave memorial stuff in this. I'm going to keep it in there. You might, because I had to dry this out. Because I got it when the ground was wet, so a lot of this debris is quite hard still. It's not wet, but I dried it out, but it clumped up. So this is what's weird is, sorry about that. Let that pass by. The difference between regular grave dirt and dirt that is collected from the ground, there is a difference. You'll find that grave dirt is finer. Like if you go to the cemetery, you'll notice that the dirt there tends to be a little different. So I usually use this kind of dirt for protection. I don't know if that's a rock. Okay, and there's more. There's a lot of, see, the finer dirt is a lot harder to get from it. Trying to speed this up so I can show you what I'm going to do with the coarser grain. I'm just assuming that the coarser grain is going to be used more for because I use, like I said, I use the finer grain for spell work, but I use the coarser grain for like placing places. So you end up having to collect a lot because when you use this finer grain, depending on where you collect your material from, it's or your dirt from, it's gonna vary. So like I said, grave dirt itself, like in a cemetery, is a lot finer than, say, if you go to some strange spot where a friend of yours or a loved one had died. You're gonna find that there's going to be more debris in it. It's not going to be as easy to get the kind of dirt you want. I might resit this. Out like that. I was hoping most of the finer grains are going to be at the bottom of this. you're gonna I think that's about as fun as I'm gonna get this. Okay, so I'm gonna go say that you finally got it all sifted, which I don't. I'm going to sift that though. So what I would do for protection rituals, I would spread it around. So I would spread that around all over my front door. Now basically what that's going to do is that's going to place a protection zone around your front door or your home, wherever you want to do it. So say for instance you want to use it at your home and you have Granny's, you went to go see Granny's grave, and she's like, you decide to collect some grave dirt from her grave. Then you could bring that home, sift it, because this stuff I will be using in spell work. Like I said, spell work or incense. Usually I use it in an incense blend. That's where I get most of the energy to come from it. Now, in some countries, like in Thailand, they will make Kumanthong dolls from it. The thing is with Thailand, they have this ritual with, I tell people, I'm like, if you ever go to Thailand, always wrap your dick up. Just wrap your dick up, alright? Because there's an underbelly in Thailand for witchcraft and occult practices, the darker side of Buddhist practices that most people don't know about. But there's this thing called a Kumanthong, and usually it's like, it's the origins of it, they used to use aborted babies to do this. In some instances I heard you can still find the real dead babies that they use in the witchcraft. But that's why I tell people, I'm like, if you go to Thailand, wrap your dick up if you are going to have sex, because what they do is they force abortions on the prostitutes there, and they take, and oftentimes the children are half white American and half Thai, and they take those babies, the fetuses, the dead fetuses, and they use them in witchcraft. But Since then, they have changed that practice because it's been outlawed to do that, because you need corpse oil, which is taken from a dead person's chin, and so as you can see, this is like the fine. This might last me for a little while. So they take corpse oil, and what corpse oil is, they burn a flame, like a candle flame under your chin, and all that oil that comes out from roasting your chin becomes used in witchcraft. I wouldn't personally get it in the United States, though I'm sure if I really wanted it, then I could get it. I might know the channels. But here's some more of the dirt, the coarser grain. I'm just going to spread that around. So right now I have a whole lot of coarse grain versus a small amount of fine grain, and the fine grain is going to be the stuff that I'll use for spell work. The coarser grain I'm going to spread for protection, or in places like if I want to cast a bad spell on some place, like that's where I would use it. Like if I'm being bullied or treated poorly by someone, I'm going to spread that coarser grain of this stuff to protect me. So, but anyways, the kumatongs, now they're primarily, you could still buy them, but they're not the real human beings. If you do some searching, I'm sure on the illegal black trade you can find it, but you don't want a kumatong, a real kumatong, because if you get caught with it, you're going to prison. But as far as the kumatongs as they sell now, most of it is made with graveyard dirt. So if you decide to buy a kumatong, they're going to make it with graveyard dirt. They're not going to make it with humans, and it's going to be a mock of the real thing. So anyways, I hope you guys learned something about this. I'm going to continue sifting, probably, see if I can get a little bit more of the fine grain. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, and Manji.